Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Pixel Buzz, where we talk about
nerd culture,
tech news,
and everything in between
with a little bit of a buzz. Today, we have
Schematist. You can find my social links right around here. You can hook me up.
There you go.
There we go.
And of course, you know who I am, who is Zane. Go look me up, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube's.
Nice.
Yeah, so today we are going to talk about a very recent topic. It's quite not controversial, but people are speaking about it right now. The iPhone. The new iPhone 11. No longer iPhone X.
Right.
No longer iPhone XR or anything.
Nah.
iPhone 11 and iPhone Pro Max.
All right. I'm an Android person. I'm just going to say that right off the bat.
Definitely an Android as well, but what are your thoughts on this new iPhone?
Okay. So here's the thing. I don't want to be biased. I do have some Apple products. I think it's just like, are they going to innovate or are they just going to say they're innovating and not really do anything new? So I don't want to be mean. I know there's a lot of like Apple people out there, but it doesn't seem like this is pushing anything further too much than what's already been done.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's like kind of, you've seen the memes online. They're just kind of making fun of this third camera, right? I'm like, well, what is it? What is it really doing that it hasn't been done? Android already has the 3 cameras. My question to you is this, right? Is this necessary for me to drop my Android to make the switch?
Good question. I don't think a lot of people need to change from Android to iPhone. I think this is more being marketed to the people who already have iPhones.
I see. I've heard that from some people that it's like once you get one phone, it's really hard to jump out because they kind of get you to sync all your data into this one thing.
Yeah, you become part of this ecosystem or the Apple ecosystem where everything's synced, which is amazing. I'm not going to lie. If you have an iPhone device and you have a MacBook Pro or an iMac, you have an Apple TV or something and you stream it, it's easy to stream, is used to transfer photos. Maybe you're doing some sort of vlogging or recording. It's really easy to transfer stuff over. Right. But that's about all it's good for.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's where they can't to though, which is unfortunate because they make these very expensive phones every year.
Every single year?
Every year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's every year that they make a brand new phone.
Mm-hmm.
But they only add a little bit extra.
Just one little thing.
Just one thing. Like right now we have, of course, for the iPhone X, iPhone 11 Pro Max, not the iPhone 11.
Pro Max.
Pro Max. They have a better display. And they have another camera, which is, I think they both come with a wide angle camera.
Okay.
But this one is a higher quality camera on the third one. Which is, so first camera, 12 megapixel. Second camera, 12 megapixel.
Okay.
Telephoto lens, though. And third camera is also 12 megapixels.
Jesus.
But it's a ultra wide. Which, of course, if you have an Android device, specifically though Galaxy device,
love it.
You've already had that for the past 3 years.
This is what I'm saying. It's not like it's so it's basically new for Apple users, but it's not something that's like hasn't been done before. So none of the Apple phone like loyalists can see that this is not really a thing. So I know how this is gonna go. The phone's gonna launch. There's gonna be a line waiting for it. People are gonna get into fights waiting for the phone, and for what?
Yeah, I don't know about the fights. I'm pretty sure there will definitely be a line though.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a crazy line, and people will get robbed at one point.
Fights. It happens.
It's definitely
going to
be a very big thing within the first 3 months.
Yeah.
And then even the people who robbed the phone are going to be like, damn, this thing is whack.
Hey, thank you. And you know what? So is that debate still happening, like the Android versus iPhone? I feel like I don't think about it as much, but when I meet other people who have an iPhone, they always give me a problem for having an Android. Like, for what?
It's funny because even I personally have an Android and my girlfriend has an iPhone. And every time I tell her like, hey, you should transfer over to an Android.
Yes, right.
Which is...
You're a good boyfriend, Lane.
Which is maybe instigating something. So I'm kind of at fault for that. But she's very like, no, iPhones are... And I'm like, but why do you need the iPhone? And then the only thing she ever counters with is iMessage. I
What?
cannot live without my iMessage. That little bubble that boop,
That's
pops
it.
up.
That's it.
That's blue instead of green.
Oh my goodness, that's all it is. All right, that's not
Yeah,
enough.
I mean that's the only counter that she points. If you guys have any other valid reasons, or not, they don't even have to be valid because they're your opinion. So if you have any reasons as to why you feel like you rather have an iPhone or rather have a Android over an iPhone, please let us know down in the comments below.
Yeah, good question.
But yeah, I personally think that it's not worth the upgrade. It's not I think that if you have maybe an iPhone 7 and iPhone 8, this would be a good time.
That's a good jump.
That's a very good time to upgrade.
But if you had an iPhone 10, keep the 10. Keep
your 10. You're pretty good. Even the iPhone 11. Well, actually, let's not call it iPhone 10. It's iPhone X.
iPhone X. Guys.
Which is weird why they dropped the Roman numerals.
Yeah, right?
It was weird, but they did it.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely don't see the reason to upgrade to that.
Don't upgrade.
What are your thoughts, though? Do you feel like the Android is way superior? And when I say Android, I mean all the phones. The operating system.
So here's the thing: when I first got into smartphones from the beginning, it was really tough to pick between the two. I think what had me at Android was the customizability.
Okay.
Even though I don't even customize my phone that much, I just like having the option to customize it. You know, I like having that availability of freedom. That just I can say, hey, maybe I can just do this if I felt like it. It wasn't even something like I just wasn't caught up. Something about the iPhone didn't seem like it was for me.
Yeah. I personally was, when the iPhone broke the ice on technology. Yeah. When they came out with that screen that you can touch, that can place calls, and that you can listen to your audio from, because you could put music in the original iPhone as well. It was mind-blowing. Right. It was crazy how Apple had brought that out. Thankfully, thanks to Steve Jobs, of course.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Jobs.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But
rest in power.
But once Android started coming out, and they were going against that stigma of just very structured applications. Yeah, that kind of intrigued me. It's I liked it a lot. So then I went on to the Android device. I'm not gonna lie though, the first few Androids that I had were really buggy. Really? I heard that story actually when it was first coming out. There were like people, the battery was running super low. It was laggy. Overheating. At that time, you can replace batteries. So you could carry a couple of batteries.
I do remember those
days. Which is funny to say.
Is that what you were doing? You were just like carrying batteries back and forth?
Yeah, you had like external batteries that you can carry. And
that's true.
So I'd be carrying a couple of batteries for my Galaxy 5.
We were cavemen back then.
Yeah, it was interesting to do that. But once I think Pixel started coming out, which wasn't too long ago, when the Galaxy 6 started coming out, then things started kind of taking better shape.
It started snowballing fairly quickly.
Yeah. When Galaxies or Samsung's Galaxy started sharpening up, you were like, whoa.
It was like, whoa.
Yeah, they were the first people to start doing the edge.
That's right.
Thing, right? Because it was one edge and people were like, this is very gimmicky. It's not going to catch on.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that even the Android 10 had a lot of people switching over from iPhone.
Interesting.
You didn't catch that. A lot of people who were loyalists end up switching from iPhone to Android 10.
Android 10, you mean the new OS?
The Galaxy.
Oh, the Galaxy 10.
Yeah, Galaxy 10. It was so, like, wow.
That's also a big thing that we have to clear up. Android is not Galaxy. So Android is not the Samsung Galaxy. Right. There is a new Android version coming out, which is Android 10, which is also surprising. But when the Galaxy came out, Galaxy 10, people were switching over. Switching over. Yeah, it's a really, really good phone. I remember last year I went to Mexico, and of course my girlfriend, and she didn't believe that my phone was waterproof.
Oh, you tested it out?
Yeah, I mean, I had already tested it out, but I jumped into a lake, or a cenote. It's like a cenote. It's like a lake. It's a clear water lake.
I don't know Spanish.
It's an English word too. Anyway, so you jump I jumped in with my phone in my hand, and I was like filming underwater, and she was like, "Are you crazy? It's gonna get messed up." And I'm like, "It's waterproof."
Use a GoPro. Yeah, it scares me though. Even though it's waterproof, I still would rather not do that.
What's the purpose of having that if I'm not gonna use it? Like, what's the purpose of having a waterproof phone if I'm not gonna put it through its paces?
If you're caught in the rain, maybe like I wouldn't like jump into a pool or a lake.
It's waterproof, not water resistant. That's what an iPhone is. If I'm in in a rain and it gets a little water, no, if I'm on a trip, I don't want to be having to switch between my phone,
all right,
GoPro, and anyway,
that's a real thing to do. Yeah,
that because I have the GoPro 5.
Okay,
my Galaxy phone is way better quality than the GoPro 5.
Wow.
Even underwater, too.
I believe that. Even underwater? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
but yeah.
I'm an Android. I'll say Android.
Yeah, I'm Android as well. I wonder what type of phone you have.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know down comments down below. And that is it for this topic.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Ciao.